Everyone, good morning. My name is Streaks Foxtrot. I'm the owner of Foxtrot Breedables, and we are going to go over basic breeding with our what was our flagship pet, the one that set sail for Foxtrot, the Funny Ferret. When you get your Funny Ferret starter kit, you're going to get a home log and you're going to get 2 starter crates. Your ferrets are inside these crates. Don't worry, the one I'm highlighting is a boy, and next to him is his girl. But you need this guy out here, and you need him out here first. This is your database home log. This is an antenna to our servers. All your ferrets talk to their antenna. They talk to their home log and they say, log, we need server information. And the server communicates through the log. It's an antenna. But you have to have it set out before you're ready to hatch your babies. What we're going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a menu. You can see my menu here. I'm pulling it down from the top corner. I have options. I can go to support. You can get support from any of the Foxtrot products. I can go to the wiki or the website, and I can res. So what I want to do is I want to res this female starter, and I'm going to hit res. And as you can see, she's trying to make a baby, and there she is. She's a female, age 0 ferret, standard with the coat Siamese in the coat shade pure. She is pure. She's a baby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rotate her around, and we're going to look at her menu. You can see her menu has some buttons you won't get. You, as the breeder, do not get set gen or set age. Those are only for me and only for my pets while I am testing and breeding. What you will get is a wiki button for the website, a support button to get support for your pets, a rejuvenate button, we'll get to that in a little bit, an afterlife button, we'll get to that in a little bit. My parents, this is a way to look up genealogy, the stats of this pet, which you click and they go in local. You know, she pushes her little hover text into local. You will get name, where we can rename her. We can name her Fancy. Well, maybe we want it's a name, proper name. We want to give her a capital letter, Fancy. I've named her Fancy. The server, she talked to the log talked to the server said sure, updated her name, and she updated her name. And then text, I can turn her hover text on and off. So I'm going to leave her hover text on, and I'm going to get her boyfriend out. Oh, this is an old one. Oh, no. So this is a good point. This is not how I expected this to go, but this is a good point. So this is the original Funny Ferret. This is a very old Funny Ferret. You notice he rezzed with no problem. He did not need any assistance. But you notice he has no ID number. This is an important thing because there are bunnies, horses, Highland horses, ferrets, and bluegrass chickens out there that look like this, that have no ID number. Okay? That have shades and glow and personality. That's kind of your Geiger counter. If it has a personality, it's not breedable. So you'll notice his menu is a lot more small. It has rejuvenate stats, update, set age, because that's my button, text, and name. He's missing a lot of buttons, support, wiki, things like that. Um, and these didn't have generations. So I'm going to go ahead and delete him. And I'm going to bring over one of my, do I have a boy available? I think I have a boy available. I do have a boy available. I'm going to bring over a boy. Wow. Sorry, guys. That was crazy. And so you would get a boy and a girl. And I'm going to just put her down on the ground so we can see both. And they are both standard size ferrets because that's the starter trait generally for size is standard. I'm going to go ahead and age up this girl here so that we can work with a breeding pair. So when you open your starter boxes, you just click the box, get the menu, hit res, the ferrets will come out. If for some reason they don't, you either are missing your home object or your home object is not communicating, which could be scripts are turned off on the land, or it's just not happy, something's happened, it's a Tuesday, maybe. You can always pick this log up. You can pick it up into your inventory and set it back down to refresh it, and you'll be able to use it again. Now, with pets, with foxtrots, all foxtrots, when they are ready to breed, their hover text turns this pretty shade of pink. That just says there's a baby. It's baby making time. It's ready. It's time. And every foxtrot needs an empty breeding basket or an empty mating basket. And this is the ferret's mating basket. It has a little pale white baby on it. And unlike these were our first pets, so these actually, the babies don't change to match the parents. These aren't like my equine horses. And so this baby will stay white on this nest, but it will say what's in it. So we're going to breed our two ferrets together. I'm going to breed. And to breed, we simply go into their menu. You see this button down here wasn't here before when it wasn't age 5. When it was age 0, it didn't have this button. And to illustrate that, what I'll do is I will set her age back to 0, and I'll show you, see that button is a blanked out button. It's not being used. But when she turns 5, we can use that button. That breed button is there. She's ready to go. We're going to say breed. And you're going to notice it put Fancy right on that nest. Mother Fancy. Ah, something stuck. And you can see Fancy is now, her hover text is white, and it says can breed in 95 hours, 59 minutes. It takes her 4 days to be able to breed again. And if I look at her, that breed button is cleared out again. It's not there. Bye, Bella. Now I'm going to go to the male. I'm going to click him. I'm going to say breed. Same thing is going to happen. His hover text will turn white. He can breed in 48 hours, which means it's great with the ferrets to have 2 females per male. In the original Foxtrot, like, dev system, we always did 2 females to a male. 2 females to a male. And we don't do that anymore. We don't. Not on the newer pets. The ferrets are still the way they are. Ferrets are still 2 females to a male. Highland horses, 2 females to a male. Shetland sheep, butters, rooks are even that way. Bunnies, for sure. And chickens, chickens all the way up through donkeys. Donkeys are 2 females to a male. Alpaca, green garden, equine horse are all 1-to-1. Turtle tots will be 1-to-1, 1 male to 1 female. But you can see here, they've made a baby. They bred. We bred them. Their stuff went away. The baby was populated. The object here, this mating basket, talked to the log and made a baby. It's a ferret. It's a teacup-sized Siamese. There's the mom. There's the dad. Those are the ID numbers. And what we can do is we can sell this now. We can take this. We can set this for sale. Ferrets cost you 25 linden a piece to make, so make your minimum cost 25. I'm going to sell the original. So that's a Gen 2 ferret for sale for 25 named Topa. It's a female. So if someone needs a female ferret, there she is. Now, the other option is I can res this baby. I can look at the stats that come up in my local. I have to pull them up. I can't pull those up. Let's look at local. Close all my other conversations. Let's look in local. You can see in local it was, see, that's what it says. Oh, a weed sprouted in my garden. I better go work. But I can also do a couple of other things. I can touch this baby. I've got it set for sale. I can look at my parents. My parents is going to take me to a website. Close some things before I bring this over to you. And actually, we're going to hold this right here. So this is the baby. It's a Siamese with a coat shade pure female teacup. Parents, Siamese pure female. Father, Siamese pure male. That's it. That's what's going on. And any children will be listed below. So if I go back and look at mom, I can actually jump backward and look at mother, maybe. Why is it not letting me? Okay. Oh, that's right. You press it. Just type it in 177. We'll look at daddy 699. And if I track daddy, uh-oh, did my servers go down? It takes a minute. It takes a hot minute. My thing's pinwheeling. Okay, here's daddy. Daddy has had a lot of babies because you can see Topa here at the top. But then Jane, Princess, and Linda have also been born. So he's a girl maker. Girl. So this father, this Gen 1, has 4 children. So you will be able to see lists of children, which gets crazy because when you rejuvenate retired pets and they breed again, some of these have hundreds of offspring. It's nuts. That's Goose. Hi, Goose. Welcome to the show. Um, so I just wanted you guys to see kind of how that looked. So we're going to go ahead and we're not going to sell Topa. We're actually just going to res Topa. And we're going to see what a teacup looks like next to the standard parents. So this is a teacup size ferret. I'm going to put her down on the ground. I'm going to rotate her. Whoop, and I'm going to slide her back. And you can see how much smaller she is than her parents. Teacup is the smallest ferret. And isn't she cute? Uh, so that's that. Ferrets are available at our main store. You can buy them here. You get your starter kit here, and you'll get your home object here. You'll get the option to buy empty mating baskets and two types of potions. One is a rejuvenator, which is over here, and one is a sex change. What do those do? Let's look into that a little bit. Or not a sex change, a passion potion. Ferrets do not have a sex change potion. Why don't they? They were the first product. We didn't think about sex change until way further down the line, and there's a lot of opinions about whether sex change is bothersome to the secondary market. I'm not going to get into that. Customers asked for it, like vehemently asked for it, begged for it, and we put it in, and it's not hurt them that we can see. It's not hurt us. Our market has generally stayed pretty stable. It has highs and it has lows, but our market doesn't have these aggressive breaks and drops that you see with seasonal change due to the sex change potion. So what I wanted to do, we're going to have to do a little, oh, that's a female. What we're going to do is this. We're going to bring these over here. These are passion potions. Passion potions, you know how we talked about she needs 95 hours and he needs 47? I'm going to take their baby out of the way. I'm going to take Topa out of the way. Well, you don't have to wait if you don't want to. You can click this ferret, Fancy, and we have a button called Use Passion. We're going to use Passion on Fancy, and we're going to click that bottle, and boom, it's gone. She's ready to breed. You can now touch the Passion Potion. We did touch the Passion Potion. We said okay. Now, it still says Fancy here. When I click this, nothing happens. She's already got Passion. It can't be applied to her unless she doesn't. So I'm going to click him. I'm going to say Use Passion. You'll see it switched to Eddie. It switched to his name. It says now touch the potion to make this pet fertile. Okay, I'm going to touch the potion and the pet is now fertile. We can breed again. Ferrets cost 25 linden a piece to breed. Passion potions are 50 linden each. So for 100 linden, you can make 2 ferrets ready to breed, and then for another 25 a basket, and you can make a baby. These are tools to use in your breeding. Especially if you're trying to get 2 ferrets on the same schedule, you could passion one to get it ready for one that's already ready to breed and have them on the same breeding rotation. The other potion we talked about was a rejuve. What is a rejuve? This is a rejuvenation potion. As you can see, we've got Muffin here. Muffin is an age 60 female ferret. She's a Siamese as well. She was a starter, but she was my first starter, and I really love her, and I'd like to keep her. So I want to breed her again. How do I do that? It's retired. Most pets in Second Life, when they retire, you don't get to breed them again. You don't even get another shot. We have what's called a rejuvenation potion. Rejuvenation is distilled from the fountain of youth. It's distilled spring water. It doesn't work on people, unfortunately, or avatars, but it does work on Foxtrot pets. So we're going to tell Muffin, hey, we're going to rejuvenate you, and I'm going to select rejuvenate from the menu. You can see the potion says it's ready for Muffin. It's got her unique number on it, and we're going to touch to apply the rejuvenation. What happened? Her age is now 0. Her age is now 0. She still has to age up to age 5 to breed again, but once she's age 5, she will be ready to breed for you. That's what rejuvenation does, and that is super helpful. The questions I get a lot are, why don't you just go make a sex change potion for these? Because these were our first pet. We were using, I was working with a scripter who had never done this before. And when we started, it never crossed our mind. These were made without updaters. We can't update pet. Most of the home objects have an update pet button. Get update and update pets, or update plants. We don't have that here at all. at all. And unfortunately, because we can't update the pets that are already out there, we can't add coding for a sex change potion that doesn't exist in their code already. The sex change has to work on the internal part of the ferret for the menus. And I did have criticism that I should just put it in anyway, and we would just go forward with it. But because they rejuvenate, a lot of people rejuvenate pets. We would have a lot of pets who can't sex change, and that would make people upset. There would be nothing I could do with those, and rather than have some that could and some that can't, and have to just apologize consistently for not being able to sex change those, it's better that we don't do it at all. These are legacy pets. They do not get updates to code. They do not get updates to their server code or anything like that. We do add new codes, by the way. So you'll still find new ferrets out there. These guys get updated codes. We don't do what are called limited edition drop windows with these. It just saves us some time. We have lots of pets. It's very hectic to get everything programmed. We are working in so many different little buckets, and I apologize if that's inconvenient. But the theme we worked out is you guys still like LEs, and occasionally the staff will put out a limited edition in the Legacy Garden that you guys can buy. This is a Highland horse, and on this other side is Shetland sheep, Highland horse. These are Mystic Mist pets, and there is a Mystic Mist ferret. I'll make sure to get that out by the end of the week. These will not be up forever. They'll be up for a limited time. Once they're gone, they're gone. And they are 200 linden for a pair, a breeding pair, a male and a female. Do they need 2 females to a male? Yes. Why don't I pack them that way? Because we're trying to limit how many get out there, and overflowing on females never served anybody. So we're going to make sure that the limited editions stay to single pairs, and that we keep those limited counts as limited as possible. But I want to thank you guys for joining me today to do the overview of the ferrets. If you have questions, please leave your comments below. I will respond in kind. And I want you guys to have a wonderful day. And thank you for breeding with Foxtrot Breedables.